Now, you are very thorough with the inspection. Do I need to worry about every single item on the inspection?
Not necessarily, no. We will put in the inspection about for typical maintenance items that the house will need or is currently having. And that can take down the road, year later, just keep an eye on this or consider this. So not everything is an action item immediately. We will put the action items more towards the top of our inspection so the clients know exactly what we feel is to be the more important issues within the home that need more attention sooner rather than later. But we also will give those typical maintenance defects or maintenance items that will need to go down the road as well.
Okay, that's good to know. Now, you have the inspection, but then you also have add-ons. What are some of the add-ons that PillarToPost offers?
Yeah, so add-ons are actually very important as well. So sewer scopes are the biggest items too. Obviously sewer lines can be a big high dollar ticket that if they need to be repaired or replaced can cause issues for a homeowner to do. So sewer scopes is a big one that we will conduct a sewer scope and we'll send a camera down the line and then we'll get a whole separate report on that with some maintenance items on that too. Radon is really big in Colorado. Second is the biggest thing for radon in Colorado is our inspections for radon is the second most common item that we will do. And that's not as detrimental as like a sewer line. It's not too terribly expensive to add in a mitigation system, but it is the second leading lung cancer deaths to smoking. So it is really important to do radon testing. We also offer standalone mold testing. So if we do see some water leaks or some mold, you know, on the site, we can recommend maybe doing adding on a mold test. And radon in water actually is another big one too for well systems. So those that are in well, there's actually radon that's in the water in addition to the air. So we do test for radon in water.
That makes sense.
And the other one is water quality tests. So again, for wells, we check for any bacteria, E. coli, leads, magnesium, anything that's out of sorts there too. And that's really more geared towards the well systems there too. However, we do have some people on city water that just want to be sure and will conduct that water quality test there too. So those are our biggest ones.
That makes sense. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, one other question. So it is Colorado. Are grow houses, do you see those as a problem? And can they lead to issues when a buyer is purchasing a home that has been a grow house?
Not really. I mean, the grow house can cause damage to a home, and the majority of the damage that we've seen is humidity, high humidity, some mold if it's a bigger grow operation there too. But typically the smaller operations won't have any effect on the property unless it's a bigger one. Then they start to mess with the electrical systems. We've even seen some foundations that have been cut out to try to tap into the electrical lines.
It's crazy.
They're getting very smart in regards to that. But those again aren't very common at all. So not necessarily, it is good to know because of the mold. So if there's ever a disclosure on that, we would recommend doing a mold test just to be sure. But most grow homes, they don't affect the home that we've seen historically. So,
Good. That's good to know.
yeah.
All right. Well, Jason, if people want to get a hold of you, how can they get a hold of you?
You can call us 303-772-1997. You can go onto our websites and learn some additional information about us there. You can book an inspection through the website as well too. So we have a lot of great information on there.
Quick question. Are home inspectors only for people when they're buying a home?
No, we do pre-listing inspections as well, and we get a lot of those to kind of for the sellers to identify maybe what can come up on an inspection to get ahead of the game so they can make some repairs before they put it on the market. We do quite a bit of those as well, and even new properties. So a lot of times people won't get an inspection when they do a new build, but once that year warranty is up for the builder, we will go in at like month 11 and do an inspection on that, and then they can go back to the builder before their warranties expire to make any corrections that they do there too.
Awesome. I'm glad you brought that up. That was something I wanted to cover as well.
Yeah,
so perfect.
absolutely. Those are important to do because that's kind of your time frame.
they're very excited about new builds.
Absolutely. They heard us too. Yes.
They did. Jason, thank you so much. I will put your contact information in the details and the comments so that people can get a hold of you if they would like to.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate your time.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.